Alright, man. Shit. I was already watching a whole bunch of this shit already.
Sword 2 video generation is not available in our
I'm
region.
not gonna lie for that.
It is if you're on our
I'm gonna
list.
show you what I seen, bro. This shit was fucking hilarious. This is All I Run, and All I Run's gang, not All I Run specifically because this dude got exposed to gay shit. This shit's old. This has been happening, but fucking All I Run had a partner, like a real close partner that was in whatever clique they you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And he got exposed. 24 left eye. This shit's fucking hilarious because Playboi Carti was fucking roasting
recently
him.
got exposed and tried to jump
Good
off
shit.
a bridge. The ATL rapper 24 Left Eye got exposed for being gay and got caught with a deal. People started getting on his ass, violating him.
Even his folks, this was his own partners. Fucking his name was 24 Left Eye. He got exposed for fucking getting fucked by a dildo, fucking himself by a dildo. It's fucking crazy. Even his partners were like, ain't no way you done gave these folks this type of ammo. We talking about like the people that don't fuck with. You feel me? That they gave him a whole bunch of ammo. They ain't gave these folks some artillery shit. What the fuck? You know, man, but nah, for real. I can't defend that shit. Membership revoked.
Violating him because in his raps he was somewhat be homophobic. But again, let me remind you, this did happen.
Look at this shit. This is the messages he had with another guy. I think I love it, baby. Oh hell no! I think this is All I Run partner. What you love, motherfucker, so big and dead. What the fuck? How, whatever the fuck, yes, and who, and how, and where, like, OMG. Motherfucker talking about a gangster talking about something. This dude's a gangster, bro. This dude's supposed to be like, gangster, yeah. I mean, shit, I don't know. I heard there's some gay gangsters, too. But this is the type of gangster I'm talking about, like this. Motherfucker, guns toting all over, trying to scare you through the camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit crazy. Washington Street, damn, that's crazy. I don't care. I'm from Washington Road. I thought he fucking put Washington Road on that shit. I'm like, hold on, I don't know about him. Anyway, want you two, I swear. Never knew it felt this good after it. Stop hurting? What? Oh, he's talking about putting a dildo in his ass. Never knew it felt this good after it stopped hurting. I'm in my cousin's house, just snuck her shit. Stuck her shit? Or that shit snuck. I'm at my cousin's house, just stuck her shit. What the fuck you mean you fucking your cousin? Is that what he say? Let me come to your house, damn, this shit crazy. Do it be one's bigger? Oh, what the fuck he's talking about?
In an ATL.
Hey, get your dumb ass out there.
Man, that just made me mad, huh?
Get your dumb ass out there, man.
You done took all that dick, now you just want to die. Man, you ain't die from the dick.
Hey,
Oh, he moved. Look at him,
Get
Cup.
his dumb ass out
Look,
there,
Cup.
man.
Watch. Every time he spread his arm. Oh, look. Every time. No, that's not what he's saying. When he's spreading his arm, he's saying, I want to dick this wide, this big, and this long.
He just said, I want to dick. This wide. He opened his arms talking about he want to dick. This wide, this long.
He saying, I want to dick this wide, this big, and this
Oh,
long.
hell no, he getting on his ass.
21 Savage also replies,
Left Eye said, bring him a dildo, he will get down. No. I guess they didn't really want him to get down. They should have threw a dildo at him.
do y'all think this was a humiliation ritual?
Fuck
I don't
no.
know. Y'all let me know. Playboi
Not gonna lie, that was crazy. That was crazy. This shit even lie. Let me make sure, yeah, it is, I bet. That was crazy. Alright, bet. Oh, yeah, we're gonna actually watch the video on this shit. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, right here. We're supposed to figure out, is Playboi Carti and All I Run still beefing? 9 times out of 10, ain't All I Run in jail? 9 times out of 10, they're still beefing. Well, I don't fucking know. That's not my business for real, but let me see my boy in jail. All I Run in. I didn't even ask a question. I just 2 months ago, who was arrested in. Damn. Hold on. And I was reported back in bars. This was February 15th, 2020. That was last year. I'm doing for what? I don't. A year ago. I swear he had got out. Let's actually look at his Instagram. Oh, what the fuck? I bet. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's see if you got anything. Cause I swear I seen him post a post of him being free. All I run some trip. Taking a run. Right here, right? I'll hold now, pop out and shut up. This is damn near 2 years ago. What the fuck? These motherfuckers coming in and trolling with Carti and this shit. Shit, I don't know. I don't think he's still locked up. This shit's not even. What is this? Why is this gory? What the fuck? Let's see what he got, some crazy shit. That's crazy. I don't want you to see the photo of him. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of wild. All right, let's look at the video though. I already watched that one. I'm not gonna lie.
In the modern rap culture, some cities
Oh,
and
this
their
Trap
rap
Lil
scenes
Ross. Man, fuck
are
it.
almost synonymous with their gang culture.
Fuck it.
The most
I'ma
famous
show
example
support.
of
Just
this
show love.
being
I
Chicago,
show love
the
everybody.
birthplace of drill music that single-handedly brought gangs back to the forefront of the broader rap
gonna try
scene
to
since
do
the
something
90s
else.
gangster rap boom. Within the Chicago rap scene, the specific gang affiliations and rivalries of the artists are as big a part of the scene as the music itself. Atlanta, on the other hand, is almost the polar opposite of Chicago in this sense, or at least it used to be. Atlanta has become known as the
Fix
Black
this up a little
Hollywood,
bit.
the capital of modern rap culture, and the birthplace of the most prevalent subgenre of rap for about 2 decades now. I'm of course talking about trap music. But while the drug dealer-focused trap music would also bring some notoriety to the gangs of Atlanta, this would begin in a much more generic sense. Because while it wasn't exactly a secret that the early pioneers of trap like Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka Flame, T.I., and Young Jeezy might have had street affiliations, their exact gang ties and rivalries were never really a topic of much discussion in the lyrics or amongst fans. Moreover, Atlanta's street gang history is relatively short and simple compared to many of the other major rap history in America, like short and simple compared to many of the other major rap dealing with out-of-control gang wars and record-breaking murder rates brought by the 80s and 90s crack epidemic. Atlanta was only just beginning to experience rising tensions, with the newspapers at the time reporting how Atlanta was in the very early stages of gang evolution, with the few gangs existing still lacking any identifying symbols, colors, and other markers that the gangs in LA, NY, and Chicago were rocking. Nor did the Atlanta gangs have much organizational structure, but they were still getting their hands on serious weapons and sparking fear into the community. But still, in 1988, law enforcement estimated there only to be about 5 gangs in Atlanta, which, to be fair, likely also says something about the tendency of police at the time to downplay the risk of gangs in the city, which had so far avoided much of the mayhem that was going on in many other major cities across the US. Some reporters would accuse Atlanta United Blood Nation, or UBN, which according to the authorities originally included 5 sets: the 1-8 Trey Gangsters, Money Murder, Valentine Gangster Bloods.
Bro, if you from Atlanta, bro, there's one thing about it, bro, like, out of nowhere, I think it's because of the rappers. In my opinion, I think it's just because of the rappers, but the whole Atlanta want to bang for Pete. Everybody want to be Sex Money Murder. This is number 2 right here. Everybody want to be Sex Money Murder. And the creator of Sex Money Murder, well, I'm not sure if he's the creator, but I know he's the top dog of that shit, is Pete. This motherfucker is gone. I'm not even going to say that because shit, I ain't no hoe, but I don't want no smoke. Goddamn, I don't want, you feel me? Like, they everywhere. Everybody killing for Pete, bro. They really going crazy for Pete. Not even gonna lie. Let's see if we can look it up. Sex Money Murder Pete. I bet. Right here. Pistol Pete. Yeah, that was his name. 2 Guns Up, Pistol Pete. I don't know. I used to hear that shit all the time when I was young. Boy, let's see. Hold on. How long? Let's see how long he got in jail. Is Pistol Peter. His name is Peter, bro. Somebody named Peter. Peter got the whole Atlanta going crazy. This dude, he got life in prison. Doesn't say how long, but that is not Peter. There's no way. Roll out. Is that Roulette or Rollout? I saw I heard Roulette before. Leader of the 7 murder was sentenced to life in prison November 2000. Damn! His violent 7 murders. Oh, we got caught. Shit. Is that Pete? Yup, shit, yup. Nobody even knows. Is there some kind of video that I could see? Pete. Let's see if there's some kind of like somebody can find like a backstory. Like do a backstory on my boy. Oh my god. I don't know if anybody ever did that though. Oh, they do. Oh hell yeah. We just
Pistol
going off
Pete
topic.
was one of the wildest gangsters from the Bronx. He got his name Pistol
yeah,
because
yeah,
he was one of the
New
biggest
York
shooters in New York history. By the time he was 21, Pistol Pete was even rumored to have caught over 30 bodies. Rappers nowadays talk about smoking dead ops, but back in Pistol Pete's time, he was known for holding wet t-shirt contests. A wet t-shirt contest was a term that Pistol Pete used to describe murders, where he would try to shoot his victims enough times to leave their t-shirts soaked in blood. Wet t-shirt.
So he's the first person to use the phrase "put him on a t-shirt."
To have caught over 30 bodies. Rappers nowadays talk about smoking dead ops, but back in Pistol Pete's time, he was known for holding wet t-shirt contests. A wet t-shirt contest was a term that Pistol Pete used to describe murders, where he would try to shoot his victims enough times to leave their t-shirts soaked in blood. In the 1990s, Pistol Pete made a name for himself as the leader of a violent gang named Sex Money Murder. SMM was created in the Soundview neighborhood in the Bronx. Their signature was to
the whole Atlanta is Sex Money Murder, boy. Like if you blood, you Sex Money Murder. That's what everybody
pull up on
claims,
bikes
bro.
and spray their ops with Uzis. SMM quickly grew into a large organization
I
that
don't know if it's just an Atlanta thing, but I see that a lot in Atlanta.
had influence in all 5 boroughs and across the eastern seaboard. Many of your favorite New York rappers, including Nas and 50 Cent, would talk about SMM in their music. 50 Cent has even said that he's going to make a show about them. That's because SMM's influence on New York is undeniable. The gang still operates today, with popular Bronx drill rappers like K-Flock claiming SMM. So, let's get straight into the crazy story of Pistol Pete, a certified savage. Pistol Pete was born Peter Rolock in 1974. He was from the Bronx and grew up in an infamous neighborhood known as Soundview. The Soundview and Castle Hill sections of the Bronx were some of the most dangerous places in New York and were well known for drugs and violence. When Pete was 3, his father left the family, leaving his mother to raise Pete on her own. Pete's father was a hustler and would be in and out of jail for much of Pete's early life. But his father was eventually arrested and sent to prison for 50 years after catching a drug case while working with legendary New York drug kingpin Nicky Barnes. Pete was a normal kid while he was still attending Catholic school. But after he switched
actually watching this shit? Who the fuck watching this shit? That's crazy.
Public high school, his mother said that she noticed Pete started to change.
Man, you watching this shit, you know me, you better say something in the comments. I'm trying to see.
Despite not having him in his life, Pete would grow up idolizing his father. In public school, he would start mixing with the wrong crowd, and, being the son of a notorious hustler, he felt compelled to live up to his father's name. Pete was very charismatic, and he quickly became a leader. By the age of 17, his mom could no longer handle him, so she sent him to live with his father's friend. However, this only made things worse. His father's friend was also a hustler, and took Pete under his wing, putting him onto the drug game. He would supply Pete with drugs, which Pete would then distribute.
When you say his daddy was bringing him drugs?
This only made things worse. His father's friend was also a hustler, and took Pete under his wing, putting him onto the drug game. He would supply Pete with drugs.
I ain't gonna lie, shit. A lot of times, a lot of people that I knew that like kind of make a lot of money, because when you trapping, when you selling, you know what I'm saying? Like when you trapping, you either doing really good at it, or you're like doing really good, like you feel you making money and shit, or you're doing really bad on it. You're kind of trapping backwards. Mainly everybody that I met that makes some money off of trapping, like actually made money and did the shit. Like most of them got put on by older people. Like you feel me? Like probably had an uncle, probably had a family friend, a big homie. You know what I'm saying? Like it really be somebody older putting them on game and shit. And that really how you feel me? How it should be, because you're really supposed to learn from the older people and shit. But just
which
quick
Pete
side
would then
thing.
distribute with his little crew of friends. Pete started Sex Money Murder in 1993. Sex Money Murder sounds like a questionable name for a gang, but there's a backstory to it. Pete didn't invent that name off the top of his head. Sex Money Murder was actually a popular phrase associated with Soundview. For example, people would say, "I'm from Soundview, where it's all about sex, money, and murder." Pete and his crew simply ran with that name. Pete would also start going by a new name, Pistol Pete. SMM quickly developed a reputation as one of the wildest and most violent crews in New York. Their exploits would turn into local legend. They would rob and extort drug dealers and anyone else who had something they wanted. If Pistol Pete wanted your chain, he was going to take it. SMM was also one of the crews that would stick people for their jewels at the legendary Tunnel nightclub. But one story really stands out. Pistol Pete was the type of person who loved the drama. So, if he knew that the stick-up kids were lurking, Pistol Pete would tell all his friends to hand him their chains so he could put them on, daring someone to come try and rob him. He picked up that name, Pistol Pete, because he loved busting his gun. His friends would sometimes have to calm him down because Pete was about to bug out and kill someone on a busy street. The only thing Pistol Pete loved more than sunning people was making money. And he would become a millionaire before he turned 20. Pistol Pete had Soundview on lock and would control the drugs moving in and out of the neighborhood. He also moved drugs out of state, distributing cocaine from New York to places in Pennsylvania and the Carolinas. But one trip to North Carolina would come back to haunt Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete would usually come along on out-of-state trips as an enforcer. His reputation preceded him. People would know not to play games when Pistol Pete was in town. On a routine trip down to North Carolina, one of SMM's customers was causing a problem. He owed Pistol Pete $90,000 for some cocaine, but wasn't able to pay. Pistol Pete wanted to kill him on the spot, but ended up giving him an extra day. The next day, the dealer ghosted him.
Shit, Pistol Pete kind of got some heart now. Like, you feel me? He pretty cool. He gave the dude that owed him money for, you feel me, for what the fuck he had. And we're like, all right, bro, I'm finna give you one more day, bro. Like, you feel me? He ain't even like, man, I'm Pistol Pete. I'm gonna pop you now. No, give him an extra day.
Got angry.
Not really a bad guy after all shit.
And said he was going to go after the dealer's family. But before he could leave,
Hold on, what did he tell
got
him?
angry and said he was going to go after day. The next day, the dealer ghosted him. Pistol Pete got angry and said he was going to go after the dealer's family. But before he could leave the meet, police rushed in and arrested Pistol Pete and his crew. He later found out that the NC dealer he had been working with was actually a longtime police informant. A police canine then searched the van that Pistol Pete came to North Carolina in. The dog indicated there were drugs in the car, but police weren't able to find them. Pistol Pete and his crew installed trap compartments in all the vehicles they used to ship drugs out of state. The police caught on and then impounded the van so they could take it apart and find the trap compartment. They then booked Pistol Pete and his crew. They all gave false names and bonded out. They then went back to New York before the police in NC could figure out who they really were. SMM continued operating in NC, but the next time Pistol Pete would come back was in a prison van. But for the time being, Pistol Pete would forget about the case. He had bigger problems waiting for him back in New York. In the 1990s, SMM would commit dozens of murders across New York in order to maintain control of the streets.
Now, if you know anything about New York or America and police, bruh, well, nowadays, I don't know about back then, like, shit, I was born in 2002, so I'm not, like, up until, like, I want to say 2010 when I started knowing about New York. And New York is not the fuck with. They got the biggest police force in New York, and it's, like, the smallest. Their police force is the biggest, like, out of the whole United States. Their biggest, the NYC police department is the biggest. I learned that, and when I learned that, I'm like, that's fucking crazy, bro. And New York is where the RICOs came. Like, if you know what, like, getting charged with a RICO, state RICO and federal RICO, New York came up with that to get like the mafia people. So New York ain't to be fucked around with. Like, you do shit. If you do some shit in New York, you can't even have a gun there. If you have a gun there, bro, 5 years, boom, down the road, you done. That shit's crazy.
In 1994, Pistol Pete would kill a rival drug dealer named Carlton Hines. Hines was another legendary hustler from New York who had one foot in the streets and the other foot on the ball court as a local basketball star with a college scholarship. But there must have been some beef between them after Pistol Pete shot and killed Hines as he was coming out of a stereo shop. Pistol Pete would also hit one of Hines' friends during the shooting before later finishing the job, fearing that Hines' friend would cooperate in a potential murder case. This didn't stop the police from catching on, and Pistol Pete was arrested a year later for the murder of Carlton Hines and shipped to Rikers Island. While on the island, he was approached by members of the Bloods. The United Blood Nation, or UBN, was formed in Rikers Island 2 years before Pistol Pete got there. The UBN heard about him and wanted Pistol Pete to join. However, Pistol Pete said he wasn't a follower and that he would only join if they let him create his own set under the UBN umbrella. The Bloods agreed, and SMM then became its own set under the UBN umbrella, joining other Blood sets, such as the 9 Trey Gangsters, the same gang that 6ix9ine would later snitch on. Pistol Pete would continue running SMM from behind bars.
They just had to throw that 6ix9ine. The crew that later 6ix9ine snitched on. I'm dead as fuck.
He managed to make bail and return back to Soundview. Pistol Pete put all of Soundview onto the Blood thing, and soon, the whole neighborhood was painted in red. But 2 weeks after being released, Pistol Pete would return to court, where they would drop the charge for the Carlton Hines murder, citing a lack of witnesses. However, the North Carolina drug case would come back to haunt him. The police and
I'm not gonna lie, like, he doesn't, if I was to see him on the street or anything, like, just by the way he's smiling right now, I don't know if it's because he's smiling, but he doesn't really look like a bad guy. He literally looks like a get money type of dude, like a chill. He doesn't look like a whole demon that'll just shoot your face off, like, you feel me? Like, King Von, it's probably the dreads. It's probably the dreads. I don't know. But King Von, I don't fucking know. But this dude doesn't strike me as like, no, like, he's gonna shoot me dead in the face type shit. You feel me? He seems like a cool fucking dude, bro. But shit, for what they're talking about, he the opposite.
C had identified the fingerprints submitted during Pistol Pete's prior arrest, and were now bringing a drug case against him. New York authorities then arrested Pistol Pete at the courthouse.
All right, you know what? We already figured out where the fuck since when Murder came from, now we gotta get back to Playboi Carti.
G-Shine, and the 9 Trey Gangsters. These sets quickly begun moving down the East Coast, primarily to push dope, eventually creating local branches of their sets in states like Virginia and North and South Carolina, eventually also Georgia, where most of the original 5. The overall Bloods moniker, Money Murder 2 is just an umbrella term for numerous smaller sets, or lines as they're called within SMM, with the authorities claiming that the dominant line in Georgia is currently known as 45 Worldwide, or simply 45WW, a group which further has several smaller lineups or cliques, such as KMB, Venom Line, Hot Wheel, X Line, and Frontline. These smaller factions largely act independently, but share certain common characteristics, like typically repping one of two colors, red or green, while sometimes referring to themselves with common nicknames.
You have it listened.
Damn.
You type
I've
it
seen
in.
I've seen a lot of them games before. Like, I'm from Atlanta, so it's like I done seen a whole bunch of. I seen Slime before it was a thing. I seen Sizzling Murder, GD Crip, but they weren't really like, you feel me. I seen Mob, PFK. I remember PFK before. I wasn't even listening to Marlo when I heard about PFK. And he was the owner.
Money Murder, like Murder Gang, Blazers, or BBO for
I've seen this picture before. I definitely seen
Blaze and Billy Only, Two Gun Gang, or Trent.
Like these little Bugs Bunny, I call them Bugs Bunny hands. I remember on Instagram, like what motherfuckers that bang used to do a lot is get them hands and used to like throw it up. I remember I seen Mob, GF. I seen them throw GF up, the Woo. I seen them do it.
This last name perhaps explaining the extremes that some of the biggest rappers affiliated with Money Murder have taken.
And that's crazy, bro. And that's crazy. Like, bro. No cap, wearing the dress is like, all right, bro. Like, a lot of people that are like popping, such as Playboi Carti, Young Thug as we fucking see, wore dresses. But a lot of people look up to these, bro. They was running the fucking city. Thug was running the city. I want to say about 2017, 2021. Up until Thug got locked up, bro. YSL, everybody was screaming slap. 2019. Everybody wanted to be Slime. Everybody was, bro. I remember that shit. He had the world screaming slap, bro. Like Thug. And that's like supposed to be a gang or whatever. Man, it's real case over with. I'm just saying. Like, you feel me? His gang was the one running shit. And his man over here wearing a dress. Biggest gangster wearing a dress. Like, is wearing a dress really that bad? Like, is wearing a dress really, like, not gangster? Like, what the fuck?
Unusual fashion choices, making it almost seem like the
You guys tell
zestier
me.
the
I don't
savage,
know.
the higher they'll
Like,
climb
I
the
don't
gang's
know.
ladder. But the reality is, no matter how unusual.
Because if I wore a dress right now, my fuck be like, what the fuck? Like, the hell you got going on? Like, bro, I'm finna tell y'all a story. Oh my God, quick story time. I remember when I was in jail. I was in 5th floor Wright Street in jail. I think I was in the North Tower. Probably like 300 maybe. But I was in Wright Street jail. It's two types of dorms. Old dude dorm and a young person dorm. And I was in the young person dorm. And the young person dorm is really where it go down at. Because old dude dorm and shit like fucking, they talk some chill shit. Old people, they want to go home, they whatever. Young person dorm, like the dorm I was in, you see, I'm Mexican. It's mainly black in there. I was a target in that bitch. But the specific dorm I was in, it was cool. Like, everybody was on some cool shit. Like, you feel me? It was going down. Like, it's crazy because I see more stabbings in that jail. I mean, in that specific dorm than when I was in any other dorm and shit. You feel me? And that was like a chill dorm. But I just seen people like get, you feel me, got because like they was claiming blood and they ain't really blood, or they said not from the air, not from the city. Like, you know. But anyways, that I'm going on topic. There was one dude, his name was Buddy Bowen Holmes. He said he always claimed Bowen Holmes. He had a tattoo Bowen Holmes right here on his arm. His name was Buddy. We used to call him Buddy. And I remember he kind of like a little crackhead type dude. Not a crackhead, but he was kind of like a J. He knew what was going on, like, and everything, but he just, like, you feel me, kind of jayed out. Like, you know, he just kind of throw it a little bit. You feel me? But I remember one time he had like a long shirt and he put it on his waist and it looked like a dress. Like, it just made this entire shit. It made this entire shit just look like a dress. Like, you feel me? And I'm like, Buddy, man, what the hell you got on, bro? You gotta look gay. And then he was like, don't wear a dress? Don't wear a dress? Like, why is it gay when I do it? When nobody calling him gay shit. And I was like, damn. Bro, I shut the fuck up. Man, I shut the fuck up after that. After that, I was like, you know what, bro? You right, bro. Like, I didn't say shit. Come like, bro, he right. What the fuck?
Usually you think Carti's clothes are, in the streets, he's respected. And the group that he rolls with are nothing to play with. Playboi Carti is allegedly affiliated with some of the small cliques or lineups under the Money Murder umbrella, most notably a set known as the Homicide Gang, as well as their very close ally called 800. Homicide Gang's origins are interestingly based on a record label that was also functioning as an alleged gang called DTE, or Duct Tape Entertainment. Founded around 2005 by the CEO of the label called Big Bank Black, or simply Big Bank, real name Rashad Halsey Sr., together with the rapper Ali Boy. This was following the arrest of Ali Boy and Big Bank for pistol and drug charges, which saw Ali Boy going to jail and Big Bank getting probation. Founded while Ali Boy was still in prison, they would start pushing Duct Tape following his release in October 2005.
But I had just got out of prison, and we were pushing the Duct Tape.
I heard this is how Carti and All I started beefing, because Carti fought with Big Bang and All I don't.
And I say I got out of prison in 2000, at the end of 2000.
Recent
Picked a great meme, but your voice doesn't quite match it.
But yeah, so that's what I seen. The last video I seen said that they really started beefing because of Big Bang.
Besides Ali Boy, perhaps the most notable artist on the label was the late rapper Trouble, and the label has been connected with contemporary rappers like Future and 21 Savage. These associations likely at least partly being due to their shared affiliation with the Money Murder, with both Future's Free Bands gang, aka FBG.
Wait, what? Alright, this is AI. We talking AI talk right now. This ain't real. We're not talking real. This is AI, okay? These pictures AI. Anyway, I did not know Free Band FBG Future label was this was a, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say it, like, bro, like Future to go. Like, hold on, we ain't gonna hit Rico. We ain't gonna, you feel me? No, Rico. We're not trying to put Future and Rico next to each other, cause when that happens, Atlanta's in shambles. If Future goes down for anything, going out bad, fucking some gay shit, some getting bitch, anything, Atlanta's in shambles. Snitching, Atlanta's in shambles. Any type of Future is a last hope. Future is literally Atlanta's last fucking hope. Like, and can't nobody tell me different, because he's the GOAT. Like, he runs this shit. Like, man, hell yeah. Everybody else, bro. Everybody else. I ain't gonna lie, Thug kind of made this shit. Started making everybody call Atlanta Ratlanta and shit. Like, man, come on now. Future has in his own bubble. Like, also, he's just been real. He just, man, she's just been real shit. I ain't hearing nothing crazy. Ain't nothing crazy come out. You feel me? But I didn't know this. I didn't even know he was blood. I didn't even know he banged. I didn't even know. That is crazy.
And 21 Slaughter Gang having confirmed ties and having many members that rep this set of the Bloods.
Hold on. Let me read what it said for y'all. Free Bands Gang is a set of Money Murder Bloods that formed in Kirkwood, La Mesco. They're not as active as they used to be, but still dangerous. They mostly consist of young hustlers and OGs of old Atlanta. Many notable rappers rep this crew since Future and School.
FBG and 21 Slaughter Gang having confirmed ties and having many members that rep this set of the Bloods. Sometime during the mid-2010s, some of the younger kids connected to DTE began repping the Homicide Gang. Originally also going by EH, or Extortion Homicide, during the mid-2010s, some of the earliest Homicide-affiliated rappers, like the rapper formerly known as Homicide Doody, later known as Problem Child 5, would perform under the Duct Tape Entertainment, being apparently hand-picked by Big Bank himself. Also, the 800 set, also known as 800 BBS, or 800 Block Back Street, which literally hails from around the 800 block of Smith Street in the Pittsburgh.
Wait, what? That's Woody side. That's, if you know Lil Woody, he from this side. This you feel me? This his side. Fucking Edgewood, Kirkwood is somewhere over here. I think it's somewhere. I've never been on that side for real, but I know it's on the east side. I think it's on this side somewhere.
This was an area where many.
So the Future side, 21 Savage side. I swear 21 Savage is more up here. Hell yeah.
Of the Homicide members grew up, and the neighborhood has been affiliated with Duct Tape Entertainment for a long time, with a house there even formally showcasing art repping both 800 and DTE. And Big Bank would mention how he was pushing artists from this set in his interviews.
Yeah, I got a whole crew. I'm still, bringing the next generation of this Duct Tape thing. I got, I don't even want to call their names out, but it's a whole new crew coming. A whole 800 Back Street. We coming hard, like.
DTE was also close with other older sets from the Edgewood area, such as a set called The Runts, who were even included on the FBI's National Gang Threat Assessment in 20.
This Young Thug shit. Oh shit, this Young Thug.
Such as a set called The Runts, who were even included on.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? 2011 National Gang Threat Assessment. What the fuck? Hold on, is this shit from the actual government? Hold on, they got that shit. They did say that shit on the Rico trial. On the Rico trial, they did mention the Rock Crew. That's what Raison Cleveland is. That's what Young Thug old people's was. You feel me? Hold on, I'm trying to see. Oh my, wait, what the fuck? They put this shit on a book? Who the fuck put this shit on a book? Bruh, that has to be from the government. Oh yeah, it is from the government. It's from the feds. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hold up, do they got the names on here? The Rock Crew names? Shit, they got a whole bunch of other crazy shit going on. Somebody really read through all this shit? Yeah, that's a lot going on. But Raison Cleveland, this is the old shit, like before YSL. Well, that's what YSL was before it was YSL. On Simset, this West Side Simpson Road, yeah.
The name Runts is of course familiar to many fans of modern Atlanta rap due to the rapper Ola Runt, who's in fact part of the younger generation of the Runts. He actually used to rap
what you mean, gang?
Well,
I'm not trying to be tough.
2010. Now the younger generation
not trying to show
Runts
my
goes
face.
by the name.
Come on, fucker like you. Wanna be acting like little hoes.
Other notable rappers being guys like Benji Bluebills, Woo the Savage, and 24 Left Eye, who's become a target of some pretty controversial rumors in recent times. Henchmen are notorious in Atlanta for being perhaps the most hated gang in the city, with little to no allies and many.
If you bang your double D, if you bang any gang, it's gonna be henchmen. It's gonna be 5L. Fuck you talking about?
Henchmen and Homicide Gang were seemingly close in the beginning, although they've had certain organizational differences. For example, Homicide Gang appears to be under the dominant Money Murder line in Georgia, the 45 Worldwide, whereas the Henchmen are under a different line called G20 or B20. There are also other blood gang alliances in Atlanta, with Homicide Gang being affiliated with the so-called 4L Alliance, which includes sets like Slaughter Gang, 1504 aka PDE, and Young Brew 4L, while the Henchmen rep another moniker called 5L. When the national blood gangs first begun operating in the Atlanta region, there were relatively high levels of unity.
I haven't been to the grocery store in over a year, but I'm eating healthier than ever. Here's how I did it. Meal planning used to be such a nightmare.
What I want to figure out is how the hell does me wearing the shites make me tough? Motherfucker, bitch, I can buy this shit at the store just like you can. Your dumb ass.
Different factions. But while the gang membership has risen in the state of Georgia heavily, particularly during the past years, the gangs have also become increasingly splintered, with a confusing mix of small cliques and increasingly complex alliances and rivalries characterizing the current landscape. For reasons that we'll get into more later, a breakdown would also take place between the Homicide Gang and the Henchmen during the late 2010s. According to the Georgia law enforcement, the breakdown has also taken place amongst the higher-up factions of Money Murder that these two sets are a part of, with the dominant 45 Worldwide line that Homicide Gang is a part of allegedly stating that the G20 line of the Henchmen is not recognized in the state. Likely related to the breakdown between these two sets, Homicide Gang would seemingly stop being active in the Edgewood area, instead moving down completely to the hood of the 800 set in the Pittsburgh neighborhood in Zone 3. Ever since Atlanta got rid of all of their large public housing projects, the gangs in Atlanta have also become less tied to one specific place, and instead, members of a single gang set can have presence in many different locations all over the metro.
Complete ATL hoods and gangs, man. But to even understand, man, whatever.
Atlanta area, with law enforcement claiming that Homicide Gang actually has presence from East Atlanta and DeKalb County all the way to Clayton County. The same document reveals that the police have been investigating the Homicide Gang since the beginning of 2022, and it would also label Ola Runt as the most prominent member of the Henchmen, while perhaps some—
Damn, boy, and he ain't never caught a Rico? He ain't never— Did they ever try to— I ain't even look that up.
Somewhat surprisingly, labeling Playboi Carti as one of the most prominent members of the Homicide Gang too. This might come as a surprise to some fans who only knew Carti for his baby voice raps and questionable fits, but in the eyes of law enforcement, Carti is a shot-calling and high-ranking blood. So, to really understand—
Oh my god. Oh my god. There ain't no way this is real. There ain't no way this is real. It ain't no way this is real right here. Nah, that shit low-key tough. That shit low-key, this shit low-key tough. Gang, that shit low-key tough, bruh. You cannot look at, man, bruh, watch this shit. This shit tough, gang. This shit is tough. Playboi, you heard what he said?
Law enforcement, Carti is a shot calling and high ranking blood. So
shot calling, high ranking blood, bruh. This shit is fucking tough. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I gotta put this shit on, man. He had that shit before me. God damn. That shit Rick, man. It's Rick. It's fucking Rick, twin. Like, this shit.
To truly understand how Carti managed to get to the very top of both Atlanta gang politics and the music scene, we need to go all the way back to the beginning. Not that much is known about Carti's early life gang connections, but the consensus amongst the fans appears to be that Carti was not heavily gang affiliated whilst he was growing up, and his old high school mate from the Creekside High that Carti attended for a period of time would later tell how Carti appeared to be from a fairly well-off family.
He always had the latest shoes, and I know his parents bought them, but like whoever his mom was, I'm pretty sure she up.
I ain't gonna lie, I did hear that. Playboi Carti from the suburbs. This Fairburn got some suburb signs. Like if you from like this side, you know Fairburn. Fairburn got a lot of suburbs. I ain't gonna lie, it's spots that look like the suburbs that really ain't the suburbs. You feel me? But like I ain't know this. I'm from the city. I'm from over here. You feel me? I'm not used to seeing 2-story houses and motherfuckers like, you feel me? That shit going down there, you feel me? And places like Fairburn, like it's a lot of places around Georgia like that I just found out getting older and shit, you know, like there's motherfuckers that live in 2-story houses that get down. I ain't know that. I'm like, shit, true. I wish I stayed in one of them houses, but I didn't. I don't know, but I did hear that about Carti.
Family.
He always had the latest shoes, and she like bro had a. I ain't gonna be the one to be like, oh, he wasn't hood or nothing like that. But all I'm saying is, he wasn't doing bad. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fresh as hell. Whoever his mom was, or dad, they had some paper.
In his earliest songs, like the song 36 Villains from his 2012 mixtape, Young Misfit, Carti would simply rep the south side of Atlanta without any references to a specific gang. But already back then, he was clearly well connected all over the city, making songs with other underground rappers from areas like East Atlanta, aka Zone 6. According to Carti himself, he would also get into quite a lot of trouble in Zone 6 in the early 2010s by hitting licks with his old friends like the rappers Man Savage and Fat Man Key.
My mom and dad, you know what I'm saying, they ain't go to college, but they ain't have me broke, you know what I'm saying? They weren't broke, you know what I mean? I ain't these. I jumped out the port. Mom and dad's in the slugs. I was like, man, I don't want to be out here.
Damn, you see, Playboi Carti a real one though, cause he admitting it. In the subs, he literally just admitted it. That's crazy. Yeah, they weren't broke. Like, if him down, he real. I respect that.
Mom and dad's in the slugs. I was like, man, I don't want to be out here. I was in Zone 6. I'm in the 3. I'm in the 6 with Fat Man Key, Man Savage. He in licks, bro. Like I ain't got fat. I ain't got. Told me you told me that.
So Carti decided to start handling. So Carti had a cool life. I mean, he had a good. You feel me? Like his parents wasn't fucked up, but he just chose bad. I ain't gonna lie, that's real. Like that shit, that's real. Like a lot of motherfuckers is like that. A lot of motherfuckers like, you feel me, just demons when they don't gotta be doing all that. They just ain't, you feel me, really didn't come from that, you know? And that's okay though, cause it's like, you live and you learn. When you don't learn, it's just some shit, it's just shit gotta happen to certain people type shit for them to really learn and shit. But whatever happened to Carti, I ain't gonna lie, him doing that, just everything that led up to the position he's in right now, it's good that he don't got no regrets. Like he should have no regrets, cause him jumping out the porch from the suburbs got this man. You feel me? Look where he at now. This motherfucker up. He's up. Like he down there. I ain't gonna say he run Atlanta, but he up there. For sure, he up there.
There are also pictures from that time period posted by Man Savage that showed Carti toting guns, with Carti later reminiscing about these times in the 2020 song Punk Monk, rapping how he was riding around with Man and Key while toting a gun. Soon, Carti would also begin to make references in his music that appeared to be gang-related. Carti would make his affiliations known in lyrics, repping the number 2900 in the song Heavy, a number that he would then begin to repeat on numerous shows. His good friend Uzi's 1600 block from the Francisville section in North Philly, with Carti and Uzi referencing their respective alleged family connection to an older set called Atlanta. Both of these sets later becoming part of the 4L Alliance Avenue and Glenwood Road area. Is Slaughter Udi's PDE set from Paradise East Apartments located in East Atlanta, and 21 Savage's Slaughter Gang, also known as 2100 Slaughter Gang, from the Glenwood Avenue and Glenwood Road area in East Atlanta. Both of these sets later becoming part of the 4L Alliance that Homicide Gang affiliates with. The connection between Carti and Slaughter Gang may be partly explained by Carti's alleged family connection to an older set called Black Mob from East Atlanta, who were in fact a precursor to the Slaughter Gang. However, despite despite Carti often repping the 2900 block in his music, there is a lot of mystery surrounding what the moniker actually means and where this supposed block is located. Some see 2900 as referring to the Highway 29, aka the Roosevelt Highway, which goes through Carti's old stomping grounds in the city of Fairburn, where his early schools like the Bear Creek Middle School and the Creekside High School are located, and where he used to live in a subdivision called the Oakley Township.
Oh, that's a street. That's a long ass street. I know this street.
According to his childhood.
Damn, this whole time 2900 was that? Bro, I drive that street behind. I drive that street almost all the fucking time to get from College Park to Fairburn. Like, that's a damn. So that's this whole time Carti was repping that. That's crazy.
Because I remember he lived in this subdivision called Oakley Township.
Oakley Township.
Because I remember he lived in this subdivision called
Oakley Township. In Fairburn, there's a lot of fucking spots. A lot of fucking spots named Oakley. Township. Oh, shit's right here. It's right here. Hold on, let me see exactly where it's at. I used to work near here. Wendy's, if there's a McDonald's right here, or Chick-fil-A. Yo, McDonald's, what did I say? What did I say? I called it. I told you it's going to be a McDonald's. That's how you know I really know what the fuck I'm talking about. I knew it. Damn, I fucking knew it. I used to work here. Look, before I even took a look at this, I used to work at U.S. Food. U.S. Food. I used to work at a warehouse. Now, U.S. Food, and I had a feeling it was right there. It's somewhere over here. I remember, once you go up here, yeah, that's a shell right here. U.S. Food right here. Bingo. Boom. U.S. Food. Bruh, Carti used to live where I used to work at. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, that's a fat ass. I got a cousin that lived there. I'm not even gonna say that because motherfuckers gonna call me a fake gangster. You ain't like that. Motherfucker. I ain't no gangster, but I used to. I'm gonna just shut up. Anyways, I got a cousin live over here. Matter of fact, damn, I don't even know I should show y'all the Addy. I want to show y'all the Addy to show you. Nah, I'm not going to do it. These are some fat ass fucking houses. Look at these fucking houses here. This is where Carti is from. Like, damn. What the fuck? I know exactly where this is at. Bro, I get here with my eyes closed. Not literally, but what the fuck?
Oakley Township in Fairburn. And they had nice houses. I don't know which house he lived in, but I just remember he lived there.
The 2900 block then perhaps refers to the entire city of Fairburn.
I'm 2900, so.
Damn, my bad.
I moved your meeting, and your car will be here.
Damn, that shit just fucked me up. This whole time, Playboi Carti was from. Damn, bro. That shit fucked me up.
And where he used to live in a subdivision called the Oakley Township, according to his childhood friend.
Because
I used to work there for 3 fucking years, bro. 3 years.
I remember he lived in this subdivision called Oakley Township in Fairburn. And they had nice houses. I don't know which house he lived in, but I just remember he lived there.
The 2900 block then perhaps refers to the entire city of Fairburn.
I'm 2900, Southside.
Well, okay, so explain 2900, what that exactly means and where it came from.
Boom, so, you know what I'm saying? From the south side, you know what I'm saying? Like, in Atlanta, south side, it's like College Park. You got Clayco, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the small ones in between, Union City, Fairburn, you know what I'm saying? Flat Show, you know what I'm saying? And we just always, like, the Union City, like, I grew up around the College Park, Union City, Fairburn area, you know what I'm saying? And now we would call it 2900 because, like, it was, like, different bars, 25, 20, you know what I'm saying?
But somewhat confusingly, besides seemingly repping Fairburn with 2900, Carti would also rep Zone 3 at the same time, despite Fairburn being far closer to Zone 4, as well as repping the city of Riverdale in Clayton County to the east of Fairburn, where he, according to himself, lived for a long period of time growing up.
From Atlanta, Georgia. And yo, before this rap, man, I was trying to stay out of trouble, duck and swell, you know? Same bro. From South Atlanta, Riverdale, man, really is not too much you can explain. It's more like a place you just gotta get out of.
Carti has seemingly also been affiliated with at least one set from Riverdale, known as RSG, or Rich Slime Gang, who rep the East Coast Blood set 5'9 Brims, and are also known in the Atlanta rap scene due to rappers like Slimacito. The main takeaway here perhaps being that Carti has always been moving around and making gang connections all over Metro Atlanta. However, when it comes to the 2900 in particular, which Carti repped the most throughout his career, there are also old social media posts that seem to imply 2100.
That's our favorite. I remember when 2900 and Goon Squad used to beef, and Drama came out with that fire hit. Goon Squad
Being a specific set from Fairburn, who were apparently beefing with another local set called Goon Squad back in the day. This beef being also connected to Carti's old high school, the Creekside High. And there's even some old posts seemingly implying that 2800 was in fact a blood set, a rumor that's been repeated by fans on Reddit. The following year, as Ian Connor would take over managing Carti, the duo would make their way to Los Angeles, where they would apparently link up with the Campanella Park Pyrus from Compton, this eventually even starting a rumor that they had actually blessed Carti and Ian into the Bloods.
Check it out.
Yeah. And it was around this time that Carti actually begun repping the Bloods in his music on a much more regular basis. He would even start making references to specific Atlanta Blood factions, like in the 2016 song Pressure with Rich the Kid, where he then raps that he's with Slime, this perhaps being a reference to the Riverdale-based Rich Slime Gang, or Young Thug's YSL, aka Young Slime Life, going from Cleveland Avenue in Zone 3. Yet Carti would also make sure to shout out his Crip homies, showing that once again he was extremely well connected with different gangs and hoods all over America.
Apparently can go from zero to a complete
I wonder
site.
if Playboi Carti knew somebody named King Troop. Like, it used to be a Crip person, like a main Crip OG named King Troop. I don't know if Carti had any affiliation with that.
Was seemingly heavily affiliated with the late Chicago rapper Fredo Santana's Front Street.
Wait, Clem Front Street. Wait, is that why he says Front Street?
06 set whilst hanging out with him in LA. However, in one of his most well-known songs, the 2017 Lil Uzi Vert collab Woke Up Like This from his self-titled mixtape, Carti makes clear that while he's affiliated,
I'm about them with Pyrus and I don't even. I'm about them with Pyrus and I don't even bang. Shout out G.W. and Young L. Yo, hold that. I fucked it up.
with certain
I know
gangs
a line that
Pyrus,
is. This song OD hard. Pause.
Denied being a gangbanger himself, but after Carti would move to New York to chase his rap dream, eventually signing with the ASAP crew.
Shout out Gigi, that my boo. She know that I claim.
He would also make some gang-related connections there too, like meeting the rapper Jim Jones from the legendary rap collective The Diplomats or Dipset. He's also the rapper to start using the moniker Vamp Life or Vampire Life, with Carti then commonly using the Vamp term throughout his whole lot of Red era, as well as more recently starting his own crew or movement called
Vamp Life. You know what I just thought about? It's some real blood shit. Young Vamp Life. Because vampires like blood. They claim, you feel me, Blizzy. Like, what the fuck? Like, damn, that just made so much sense. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
IVL or Young Vamp Life.
So, back to what I was saying. Bro. God damn, she's so fucking bad. Oh my God, I fucking love black women, bro. Anyways. King Vamp. Big Blizzy. You know what I'm saying? Tough, gang. Tough. Keep going, Carti.
Around the same time, when Carti was building
hold
his
up, pause.
career
That was
in New
wrong.
York
That sounded
with
wrong
the
as
ASAP
fuck.
Mob, he would also spend time in Atlanta recording music. His time there eventually leading him to meet a rapper called Lil One, through Lil One's girlfriend, a rapper known as
Lil
Red
One,
Cold
I think
Hearted.
But we end up meeting Playboi Carti
Yeah, DT, that's Big Bank's son.
through my girl. So
How the fuck?
he was already like from 2016. Like we've been rocking with each other since like 2015, me and her. So he been around us in like 2016.
But Lil One wasn't just any random rapper. As his
Wait.
One Mob, he would also spend time in Atlanta recording music. His time there eventually leading him to meet a rapper called Lil One, through Lil One's girlfriend, a rapper known as Red Cold Hearted.
But we end
So
as his dad, or at least stepdad.
They ain't telling how Carti and his girl knew each other. They probably on some rap shit, cool shit. I don't fucking know, but
according to some Redditors, is none other than the Duct Tape Entertainment CEO.
Lil One went to my middle school. Went to jail for snatching an old lady purse when we was kids. Bank is that man, stepdaddy. Everybody who really from the city know that.
So Big Bank, which is why Carti can be seen in some pictures wearing DTE merch and hanging with members of DTE, including Big Bank himself. Being part of the young DTE generation, Lil One is also affiliated with the 800 set and Homicide Gang.
Oh, that's the dude that said that he wanted to do this. Why that what's his name? This is the dude. Fucking is that Lil One? Yeah. Lil One is the one that said that 24 Left Eye wanted did big. He wanted did big on that video,
Cleared
on that
his
live
underrated
video.
2019 banger titled 800, as well as another song called Homicide, dropped in 2021 with none other than Carti himself. Other 800 Homicide gang members that Carti would become close with during this period are people like Big Sosa, who Carti would spend perhaps the most time with. The two doing everything together, from playing basketball and shooting dice to attending baseball games and hanging out in the hood. There's also the rapper Problem Child 5, who some Redditors claim to have been the one who actually stamped Carti into the gang, although this would have perhaps been more likely done by Lil One and Big Bank. Carti would also hang out with members like another rapper called R5 and a young'un called Lil Demon, who Carti would shout out in his 2020 song Stop Breathing. These lyrics also mentioning the rapper Bino, who is one half of a rapper duo together with another Homicide member called Meek.
Right down, tank down to 85.
Who Carti would eventually sign to his Opium record label under the group name Homicide Gang, in the process turning these hard-nosed gangsters into nocturnal vamp lifers surviving on a diet of lean, blood, and the latest Rick Owens fits, just like the King Vamp himself. Many have considered the relationship between Carti and the Homicide Gang, or 800, to be more like a symbiotic business relationship, where Carti benefits from these gangs bringing him street credibility that he formerly lacked.
These weren't even out when they made them VHS. There's some different kind of bills out there. I got some of them in the house too.
Meanwhile, the Homicide Gang and 800 obviously benefit greatly from all the attention Carti can bring to their numerous rappers. Not to mention guys like Michi and Bino getting officially signed to Carti's Opium label and no doubt getting a bag for themselves. However, others seem to think that Carti is basically getting friendly extorted by these gangs who use him for clout while supposedly giving him protection, but arguably not having any real love for him as a person. But whatever the truth is, becoming part of a notorious gang in Atlanta does not come without its own hardships, and in recent years, Carti has certainly become familiar with the dark side of the streets. As mentioned, Homicide 800 used to be close with the Henchman Gang, and there's numerous photos and videos showing their members together, with Henchman members like Ola Runt making appearances in the music videos for rappers like Lil One. While in the August 2019 music video for Ola Runt's early hit song Feel Like Goo Wop, he can be seen together with Big Bank and Lil One, while actually supporting an 800 shirt himself. Ola was seemingly cool with Carti himself around this time too, shouting him out on his social media. During a November 2019 Hood Rich radio interview, Big Bank would even shout out Ola as the #1 up-and-coming rapper to look out for in Atlanta.
Some of the rappers, maybe outside of your crew in Atlanta that...
Oh, that was cool. Ola and Big Bang was cool. Damn. Oh yeah, Big Bang was trying to sign Ola. I remember.
After, things between Ola and Big Bang.
My neighborhood.
Going hard, yep.
It's definitely Ola Runt. He got my neighborhood.
Going hard, yep.
Ola, he going nuts right now.
However, soon after, things between Ola and Big Bang would
I ain't gonna lie, I used to think Big Bang was skinny. Like, I remember I seen him when I first really started paying attention to him, cause he like OG, he not really my time for real. I mean, like I'm fucking Mexican, you feel me? My folks did not listen to rap or shit growing up, but you feel me? What the fuck? I'm trying to see the interview when I really found out Big Bang, which was like what 2-3 years ago. Like I thought he was skinny, like just the way he sat down and shit on his interviews and shit. Perspective, I thought like this man was skinny, like right here, like you feel me? He look skinny right here.
But how the you gonna say that, bro?
You see, he just look built. He look like built. He just, you feel? I thought he was one of them short, swole. You feel? He probably is now, but during this time, man, fat as hell.
Quickly, with rumors circulating that this possibly had something to do with Ola refusing to sign with Bank's DTE label, as during early 2020, it looked like Ola was in fact trying to sign to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, receiving an iced out chain from Mr. Zone 6 himself.
I was just thinking, man.
I gotta put it on.
Wait, he made a live video talking crazy on these people?
One song, yeah. Real one.
Yeah, don't make the middle of the mile.
Ain't no middle of the mile. Real 24 left.
Ain't no middle of the mile.
Honey, I think came in that club right now.
Yeah, I clapped it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Bro, the hate gonna make you so big. You gonna be the biggest artist in the world. You heard me? Listen, y'all remember me saying this shit about it. You gonna be the biggest artist in the world. You know
yeah, we pointing out measurement early in the morning.
Yeah, you gonna be the biggest artist in the world, kid. You know. Yeah. Me, y'all. I'm finna go be a rock star. Y'all heard me? I'm finna go be a rock star. Y'all, I'm gonna go get 100 million out this shit, and I'm finna be a rock star. Like, y'all heard me? I'm finna just go be a rock star. Come back, buy me a Walmart. Real shit.
Hey,
like, come on, man.
What I said? Come back, buy me a Walmart. Hey, he not thinking like most people now.
Making me have Walmart money. Real shit. You hear me, twin? I got Walmart money on these. I got Walmart money. I got Walmart money. Listen, twin, how much they finna give me just for signing y'all two?
100.
All right. These niggas broke as hell, man. I'm real OG, real bossed up with this shit, yo. Y'all need to stop playing. Front Street CEO type shit. CEO. Run my label now. Y'all niggas stop playing. Got the whole label. Y'all come sign to us. We giving out bags and all that, man.
Alright, shit, he not really. I mean,
You ever heard a nigga finesse me one time? I gave a nigga my money, nigga pulled off. But that come with the game.
that happened to me too. Nah, shit, I gave somebody a Z, he ran off. I gave it to.
You ever heard a nigga finesse me one time? I gave a nigga my money, nigga pulled off. But that come with the game. And nigga from Texas. But you ain't seen no nigga.
We were laying on that shit.
Y'all nigga with the stick, we tried, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But you ain't got to talk about that. I'm just saying that come with the game. These niggas take from them and be right there, like, visual.
Yeah, they come with the game.
Yeah, that shit come with the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real, like. So I seen these niggas, I just see all these pussy ass niggas, like, they linking up, like, a bunch of bitch ass niggas, like, man, shit ain't talking about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, that shit ain't talking about nothing, man. And whatever nigga want to do, they know I want to do it. That's why they so scared. You niggas scared. You know these niggas scared, bro.
Bang the president of Atlanta. I done heard
You know these niggas scared, bro. That's why I ain't on that. I'm just gonna Instagram these niggas. Niggas see me, and they what they want. They what they gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna Instagram these niggas.
I'm just gonna Instagram these niggas. Ja Rudy, bitch ass nigga. Cause that's what they is. Niggas thought they gonna get some clout. Like, they don't linked up with some real niggas, cause you don't linked up with all the pussies and things and got reeled up.
The Ninja Daddy opened his ass up in the club.
These nigga bitches. All the niggas who they trying to up on these nigga pictures, comment and shit, trying to get these niggas to like them. These folks already respect me. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas trying to get these fuck ass niggas to like y'all. Like, niggas all up on the picture. Man, nigga up on the Jeezy picture and Gucci. God damn, my nigga, which one is you, man? Nigga, to that boy. They around telling all the stories. They telling my gangster stories. That's what they doing.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Some bitches holding. That's what I'm saying. Really want to see a nigga locked up ass nigga. Niggas ain't fooling me, bro. Niggas ain't fooling me, bro. I've been doing this shit a long time, bro. I've been doing this shit a long ass time, bitch. I learned a lot from you. I'm pretty sure you learned a lot from me.
Yeah, each one teach one. We
You know,
still
man.
learning.
Nigga, every time that you called, and I ain't trying to get you involved with shit, because I know you with me, but I ain't, you know, and I know you don't do this shit, but.
Yeah, dog.
I'm just.
RGB, hold on, ain't this dude die? This dude died last year. Not last year, a couple months ago, right? Wait, OGB. OG Green, right? B Green, nah, that's what they call him. B Green. I mean, when I found out a bit about Big Bang, I found out about him too. And when, like, literally a week after I found out about him, he died. He got shot and killed by an Abdul police officer. Damn. That's his. Damn, that's who he's on the live with. What the fuck? I want to see it no more. That's who Bangs on the line.
Yeah, real. I'm just saying what it is about everything. It is what it is. Even you want to start us an Instagram ass shit, let everybody know. I'm trying to kick it to the world like I'm a big flex nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm Superfly. I'm the nigga who was in Superfly. I don't want to be the nigga who they trying to make me be. You get what I'm saying? This I'm gonna let you interview to the world. I'm gonna let you do it. This is an interview. And get what? I'm the nigga that was trying to help niggas get paper. Nigga, I tell the nigga Savage, look, like, bro, I got a young nigga out my hood and they going crazy.
Wait, hold on. Quick, little.
They used to this sound.
Future interview with Big Bang.
It's a sound, but if it work, it's gonna be hard for you to come back.
So basically, you said you gave it on so hard with your melody, he was born there.
Like it just like it wasn't you. Like it wasn't him.
So when he was going to perform and like, what,
he got caught up in being me.
He got caught up in what?
He got caught up in being me. Like you gotta think about, but you gotta think about in your head if you're doing something. If I got damn right, it's on your biggest.
So Future did an interview with Big Bang when Future dropped this album, The Wizard. Nah, I never heard about this shit. I never even heard nobody talk about this shit. When did shit drop? 2019. I remember this whole that never stopped. Best song, one of the best songs ever, bro.
Record.
This shit.
And you gotta find a way to make it yours now. Now you gotta find a way to make it yours, but it's always somebody else because they wrote it for you. Now you gotta find your image of people seeing that, like, I wanna hear the raps on Rats Talk.
But YC wasn't really no rapper though.
Yeah, he wasn't a rapper, and not just to credit him. He just ended up doing something, and it ended up working for him, and he didn't even know it was gonna work.
It was a jug.
It was a straight jug for him. But to me, he got caught up in his jug.
Yeah.
At first, it started off as a jug. It started off equal. Now when we go to the video, now y'all don't want me in the video.
Yeah, nah. I seen it.
Now you don't want me in the video no more. But at first, it was a jug.
I'm taking over Apple Music Beats when WBG Radio giving you all facts, my boy Big Bang. What the fuck? So Future was finna podcast before the podcast? Before the podcast blew up? Yo, nah, I ain't okay, but I didn't know that. He low down, bruh. You gotta sit here and think about this shit. This happened in 2019. All right, let's look at when podcasts really started popping around 2020, about around the COVID, because you know everybody inside and shit, everybody know podcasts and shit. You know, motherfuckers watching that, they got nothing else to do. This shit, he did this shit in 2019. Let's see. Let's just look up when did podcasting start. Okay, nah, that's on YouTube. Hold up. Get popular. Alright, this shit is talking about some way other shit. I don't fucking know who the fuck that I don't know who these people are. I know the fucking Breakfast Club. I know the Breakfast Club is basically doing like podcasts. It's kind of like what it was. Right here, see, okay, key popularity. So it really first got popping in 2005. Apple integrated podcasting in iTunes 4.9, making it easy for mainstreams. 2014, the true black breakout moment was the release of True Crime series. I used to listen to a lot of true crime shit. 2014, true. But 2020, I forgot how old I was in 2014. I don't know. But 2020, pandemic, you see COVID-19 caused a surge in listeners. So yeah, like around, that was the last time it really got popping, pandemic. But damn, bro, before the pandemic, bro, Future dropped it. This was way before, like, damn, true. I don't fucking know.
You gonna tell them, man, put him all through the video, because I don't want to be the rapper anyway.
I want to hear this shit.
Let these folks know this him.
I'm finna let them know this him. And I'm about to go to the shows, and I'm gonna have him with me. You finna split the money. I'm getting 10,000. I'm gonna get him 5,000 from the beginning, because he might pop him. I might need him. I'm getting $3,500. He getting 10,000. He getting 10,000 for a show. I'm getting 3,500 a show. He got goddamn. He got a deal, a record deal. I ain't got no record deal. I don't have a record deal. I had to drop Dirty Sprite. After I dropped Dirty Sprite, now I'm getting 30,000 a show. You still getting them 10. This shit done flip. It flipped fast. Now the record label's calling me and I'm turning down deals. And then they go back to the Rock thing. It's like, now me and Rock, okay. Now I bubble, now I go to Tony Montana, now I make this magic. But this whole time I'm making these records from Rats on Rats. We just brothers at this point. We equal at this point. We're not even sharing money, like you not even giving me money. It ain't like you dropping no bag on me, you spending money on me, you ain't spending no studio time on me. I got my own studio, goddamn, like I'm working out in my own studio. I'm taking my money and investing back in myself. I'm building myself up. I take my money from the shows.
Alright, I gotta listen to that
Hey,
another day.
just came home.
We gotta break that down another
The
day.
nigga. Get what they do the first day they get in the meeting. Him and his pussy ass daddy.
He's talking about Ola. He's talking about Ola right here.
First day they get in the meeting. Him and his pussy ass daddy. Booty opener. The first day they get in the meeting, that nigga say, bro, I don't want them niggas. I don't even want them niggas know I be and we'll fuck with. I was looking at them niggas like, bruh, did y'all just not just see the man say, what the hell? Like, that's some bitch shit. And I started seeing little shit. Niggas saying, y'all it's Future, Mike Will. I put all these folks, Meek Mill. Nigga, these is facts. You can ask these folks. I got the receipts. Bro, fuck with these niggas, because I can't sign on nigga out my hood, because I just know how niggas is. I tried with the little bitch ass nigga, Don Ace. That nigga a bitch too. Ugly ass nigga just wasn't it.
I don't know what that is.
You know what I'm saying? Just said nigga want to blame me because he did. Nigga, I put Savage on his song. We gave Savage 20,000 on that song. Ugly ass nigga just wasn't it. What I supposed to do, bro? That's why I said I wasn't doing that no more. So when Ola came about, it was like, shit, I'm going to help this nigga get him some money. I'm going to try to turn him on to everybody else. I just ain't going to be involved with it. Putting the nigga on my page. Nigga, I got receipts for this shit, bro. And nigga all in my shit. Love you, OG. Love you, you really. But 2-3 months later, you put out a diss record. Because Gucci gave you a 10-17 chain. Gucci ain't fucking with that nigga either. For real. I better look at this shit. I know. Gucci ain't fucking with that nigga. Gucci.
Damn. So basically, all I run turned on Big Bank on some Two-Face shit. Damn.
Just know what he gotta do, man. You see, he got a little Fuji Auto, all them little niggas doing. Them niggas got on watches. Them niggas ain't got on watches. Them niggas ain't showing no money.
He said they got on watches. He ain't got no watches.
Yeah, Gucci ain't gave that nigga shit. He was already locked in by 3-4 contracts. I know this nigga. That nigga bitch. Niggas say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. I'm gonna keep talking about it till the world know these niggas some bitches. Straight up.
That boy safe for the Ja Rule nigga.
Yeah, nigga a bitch. Or make them niggas do some shit like they want to push up and get killed. I want them niggas to be mad if they could ever be in their life. I want these niggas to be super mad, like, cause they already hate. I want y'all niggas to be the maddest you ever been in life. Like, I'm mad. I'm finna go where he at. Bitch ass nigga. It'll always be the nigga you show the most love to, too, bro. It was a couple more young niggas back there that I want to fuck with, that I could have fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, shit. That nigga was hard to me. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was hard to me, bro. I thought the nigga was hard. Like, I'm trying to help the nigga. When nobody even never knew this pussy ass nigga, we'd have left the nigga ass on ignore. Alex started posting this nigga shit. I started posting this nigga shit. Then here come the dick riders. All the pussy niggas and shit. And you know, they get around the niggas start telling their stories from how banker fuck nigga. Now, a lot of these niggas I have been fuck niggas on, stripping these niggas, whipping their heads, selling them up and all kind of shit. So he get around the bank haters. Like, I'm being real. Fucking these niggas hoes, all that. Taking these niggas hoes. Like, taking these niggas hoes. Like, I hope Buddha ain't got nothing to do with it, but he on Front Street, so everybody got something to do with it. Took Buddha head, main bitch, and made her my side. Forever. No disrespect to her, but she just know he's a bitch. Like, man, I know you niggas. I don't give a fuck who get mad about what. Y'all niggas had a chance to tell these niggas, ain't no shoot, no video over here, all this. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because I know what y'all niggas gonna do and what y'all niggas ain't gonna do. All that looking ugly shit, niggas shooting at cars in the hood. Anybody can do that. We all know what cuts to run through. Niggas ain't never went outside the hood and did shit. All them stories, ain't nobody's involved with them, no nothing. Y'all niggas are pussies. I don't give a fuck how I go. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
I ain't gotta do shit. I'm just talking about it. I ain't gotta do nothing. I don't feel threatened. This shit is a joke. That's why we on the internet. This shit is a joke to me, bro. First, I was heartbroken. Like, that type of way. Like, nigga broke my heart. Like, you could have did anything but goddamn diss a nigga on a song. Pussy ass nigga. And then try to look like you. See, Gucci told me out his mouth. The nigga didn't want to put the song out. I put it out myself. But then nigga want to act like he's standing on it. And I know why Gucci put it out. Gucci put it out because he feel like Bank like fuck me because he brought Ricardo. He ain't never took shit from Bank. Nobody. He script Ricardo. And goddamn, me and Gucci had some word about that. So, and then goddamn, you know, I fuck with Nudie them all up on Nudie them picture laughing when they said they ran them all over the crib. So he felt like he was getting back at me by putting the whole lot of shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I go. But that nigga bitch, any nigga go around that nigga, them niggas smiling. All that smiling in Gucci face. A bitch, I don't know what a dick right there like, oh, these niggas on my dick. Niggas ain't no shooters. You know you come around tomorrow, you ain't nobody on your dick. Everybody stiff.
It's still good grill.
I don't give a fuck who it is. Everybody's stiff. Like, and I ain't doing them kicking facts. If I was telling some lies I got now, these is facts, bro. If I was pussy, I'd just go somewhere and get fucked. These is facts, bro. I'm just being 100, bro. Like, nigga, white. Like, bro, you should have started with goddamn. I see the nigga try to beef with Key and them. They done stole the little 4L. Started with goddamn. I see the nigga try to beef with Key and them. They done stole the little 4L shit from Savage and them. They 5L. You want to
Wait, damn. All I run try to beef with. All I run try to beef with Kid. Fuck. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. All I run try to beef with Kid, bro. Not Kid, bro. I don't care. Ain't nobody fucking with Kid, bro. I didn't know why I felt got it. Oh shit, you talking about all them in this bitch. So you try to go at Kid down. He ain't talking about. Dang, I didn't even know this shit existed. All I wrote was something crazy about Got It, folks. About Got It. I got yet to see what he was talking about Kid. I never seen his interview. I knew he made an interview with No Jumper, but I ain't see this shit. I'm gonna be here right so good.
We were supposed to do this interview like a month or two ago. Just going. Deal is that they want to get signed. They want to get clicked up with the right people and shit. It seems like you kind of have decided to go your own way. You'd rather be your own sort of independent entity, not independent.
I mean, I kind of already knew that Got It and Key really wasn't fucking with All I Want because everybody that really popping, that fought with each other, fucking everybody fought with Big Bank. Thug, Kid and Got It is Thug's peoples, so they definitely fuck. They on Big Bank side for sure. Overly 21 Savage them don't fuck with fucking whatever the fuck henchmen, is that what they call them? Henchmen, yeah, All I Want shit.
But you know, you're just trying to.
So I kind of already kind of knew this, but I didn't know for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know they had that.
Come out on top my own way. Brother shit, like that's somebody that I listen to like on like I listen to Rollo when I like going through some shit. Yeah.
I mean, Rollo, that's a pretty crazy situation. He seems like he just came home. He beat the fucking Fed case like nobody's supposed to. Him and all his boys kept their mouth shut. That doesn't normally happen these days.
Rollo got down to take care of all your people, you know what I'm saying? He made sure everybody's straight.
Right. I mean, that's crazy. He's coming home basically like a fucking legend or a hero.
For America.
Facts. So how'd you end up, I watched this long ass Instagram live with you and some tension popping up with Got It. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think he just mad. He probably got mad. I ain't put him on the remix so to feel like go up.
He wanted to be on that?
He wanted to be on there. That's really why he got mad, cause he was just like, I don't know, when I met him, when I first met him, I ain't even know him. He knew me like I knew who he was, cause he rap, like, you know what I'm saying? I knew his name like this little guy, but I ain't expect him to be like, hey, Ola, come get in my video, you feel me?
Right.
I ain't know him, like, when he got in that video. Like, he just got mad, like, he just posted on Instagram, fuck Ola.
Damn, he posted it?
I don't know, like they was showing me, he would take it down. Like I don't know.
That's crazy.
Like 2 minutes or some shit.
He said, "Fuck."
So how you feel
about
that though? Is that something where you feel like you are supposed to do something about that situation, or is it good enough to just ignore him after that?
Yeah, like people in the city, they know me. Like people, I ain't beef with that nigga, man.
You seem pretty level-headed though for somebody who. I'm sure that in the past you've had situations where people talk shit about you and you handled it a certain way. You seem pretty.
All I run. Oh, Thug posted this shit, bro. I'm hella late, bro. All I run and Lil Gotti need to get on the phone because the bosses of these teams. Lil Gotti. All I run and Lil Gotti need to get on the phone because the bosses of these teams, brothers, and really to do whatever about these suckers ass words. Cause the bosses of these teams, brothers. Oh, okay. Oh, the bosses of these teams, the brothers of the bosses of the teams, really, and ready to do. Do you even want to say and ready to do whatever about these suck ass words? Comes on down. Comes on Beaverton's. How long ago is this shit? Thug said, as the manager, got it. I said I know. How long ago was 306 weeks ago? Was 306 weeks ago. April 14, 2020. Damn, this was 2020. No. Yesterday. Friday. No. Wednesday, April 5th, 2020. 2020. Yeah, what the fuck? I ain't know this. Damn, bro, shit was 2020. But what the fuck going on here? Nah, this. That shit. I don't know.
Pretty level-headed about how you plan on handling your beefs from here on out as an actual rap star, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just see, like, I see what's going on out here, like, the rap shit, like, a lot of rappers be getting targeted by shit. By other shit, by the police and shit. I'm really just trying to stay free, you feel me?
Because how long have you been free? It's only been, what, a couple of years? Like 2 years or something? A year?
Yeah, like 3 years. I'm going on 3 years in September, right?
Okay. And you haven't really had too much serious trouble with the cops since then?
Coming rapidly.
Yeah. I rather not even speak on it, though.
Okay. So where's your mentality at now in terms of, like, I've seen you putting out some new videos and stuff, but is there a project that you're planning? Or, like, what do you feel like you need to do to kind of take shit to the next level or get, make a big moment for the culture?
Just keep rapping. That's all I gotta do. Keep rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got my net project I'm finna drop called Harder to Kill. You know what I'm saying? Gucci really came up with that name. I'm just going with it.
Because he had a Hard to Kill tape, right?
Yeah, he had a Hard to Kill, but he wanted me to come out with Harder to Kill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, me what's going on right now, like, I stuck with it. I ain't gonna change the name of it. I'm gonna keep that. And I'm finna drop that, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna fuck the streets up with that.
Right. You feel like people really want to kill you?
You have it listen, you type it in.
What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I don't know. Like, this how
Kind of fucking
I just
question.
feel like I gotta stay on point.
Definitely got to stay on point. But do you feel like that, does that kind of haunt you? I mean, let's be real, we've seen a lot of rappers run into a lot of problems in their hometowns over the past couple of years. It's like, you feel like, you got to really be on your P's and Q's in Atlanta because it's definitely somebody who might be jealous or wanting to do something to you?
Yeah, you gotta stay on point. Stay on point everywhere you go, really. You know what I'm saying? But especially in your hometown, because, like, people really, like, might know how you move, know where your folks stay at, you know what I'm saying? Like, know where your hangout spots and shit be at, so you really gotta know how to move. Know where gas station you go to and shit, you know what I'm saying?
It goes down to the gas station.
Go down everywhere, go down, you know what I'm saying? But you really gotta know how you move. Like, go in there, though, go out the other, though.
That's smart. I never thought about that before. Okay, and so are there any artists in particular that you'd like to work with that you haven't worked with yet, or is there anybody, like, I don't know. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you still get tested? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I wonder if they got timestamps so where I can see what they all talked about. Oh, they do. So right now we're trying to see what the fuck going on with him playing with Carti. This is all I represent. I guess we could learn about this.
And? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just growing up, like, just really, like, learned a lot, though, you know what I'm saying? Growed up. Like, I learned how to be militant, you know what I'm saying? I learned militance and shit, like, really just staying on point. Like, what type of nigga this is, I know what type of nigga he is, I know what type of nigga this is, you know what I'm saying? I just know how to peep niggas, like, I know how to peep shit out. You know what I'm saying? I know what type of, before it even get there, I can peep it.
Did they, like, embrace you in prison, you feel like? Like, I feel like this is basically a system where if you seem like you're kind of a bitch, then you're gonna basically get treated that way. And if you seem like you're solid, then the older dudes are probably gonna kind of try to take you under their wing to a certain extent.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Were you getting fucked up in jail, or were you like actually? Were you focused? Like, you know, some people go to jail, they just get fucked up, they get drugs in there, whatever. Some people go to jail, they get on the workout shit, they start reading books.
I was focused. That's why I really like start doing the music shit.
Oh, so you start writing in there primarily?
Yeah. That's why I really start like put more time into put a lot of that time into the music. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like 24 hours in the day, like I spend like a couple hours out every day just fucking with some music type shit. Like be bored as fuck and be shit to do.
Right. Had you ever thought about that before you got locked up? The music side of things?
Like I really never like seen myself like just, you know what I'm saying, like
What the fuck?
going with this shit like until I got out and I put my mind on this shit like that's what I'm gonna do. I used to tell everybody in jail like when I get out I'm finna rap like you tell everybody, you tell everybody though like when I get out bro I'm gonna rap and be on TV with this shit like. Before I used to be like some folks didn't believe me but a lot of my real boy like they really believe me like boy they'll see me right now they'll DM me or shit like boy you said you gonna do that shit boy.
Right.
Boy, you said you gonna do that shit, but you really did that shit, boy.
Right.
I be like, hell yeah, boy. That I was playing.
But it's kind of weird being from East Atlanta because there's so many legendary rappers from there.
Yeah.
But when you were a kid, you might, you know, it's very hard for you as a young person, as a 13-year-old, to be able to like draw the line from you to Gucci and realize that you were basically in the exact same position that Gucci was when he was a young man.
Yeah, from like the same area.
But did you have anybody that you were looking at that actually made you feel like you could possibly accomplish that dream? Because, you know, the average person growing up in that environment just doesn't really know. They haven't seen it in front of their own eyes. See somebody make it.
Shit, I hadn't seen Future make it, and I seen like Young Scooter. I had seen them like he used to shoot videos in my hood. They just see them boy progress like just go from up and up. I seen it go from this car to this car to this chain to this chain. You know what I'm saying? This to this. You know what I'm saying? This drill to this drill. I seen them boy whole stage. You know what I'm saying? So like I already knew I can do it. Like if I just, you know what I'm saying, had certain support in my hood. That's all I needed with my hood. So and that's all I needed with my hood. Like
right.
My hood was with me, so we went with it.
Right. But so then you're just writing a lot of lyrics and shit in prison. Then what's it like when you get out? And what's the plan when you get out? And what do you go back to? Because, I mean, there's a big difference between being 16 and 21 in terms of all the shit that might probably changed in between.
It really just like, when I got out, I really ain't just like...
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account.
Say I was gonna just like be a rapper. I really just want to find out how I'm gonna get some money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been out since I was 16. Get out 21. Trying to figure out how the hell what the hell I'm finna do. You feel me? And goddamn, my mama had got me the little job, but that shit didn't last long. That shit like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks.
Where was the job?
It was like at a Cold House, Cold Stone, some shit like that.
Cold Stone? The ice cream place?
No, Cold warehouse or some shit.
A warehouse type job?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to wear a cold suit though. Like, it'd be cold.
Okay. It's like in like a refrigerated environment or some shit?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Okay. And you didn't fuck with it?
Yeah,
I'm guessing?
I just didn't really go. I just started going.
Right. He used to work at a fucking warehouse. He used to work at a freezer. I used to work at some shit like that. And that's crazy. He used to work at...
Doing a lot of shit. I found myself back in the street doing like a whole lot of little shit. So my dad had really like got me in the studio because folk telling him like, "But your son hard." You feel me? Like he hard with this shit.
And did your dad have any connections to people in the music industry, or what was your dad's perspective? Where did he put you at?
He had the streets. I'm saying he had the connections in the street, not really the industry. I really like did all my groundwork. I did all the industry shit myself. Like I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I made this shit happen myself, like with the industry shit.
But did you really like have any connections? Did you really know anybody at that point when you're getting out of prison and stuff? Because it's like, you know, it's very hard to make that first step of like having somebody see the potential in you to even want to give you a chance to get in the studio at first.
You saying like what you add me?
Well, just like who did you have any connections to anybody? Like who'd you end up going to the studio with at first? And how are you getting yourself out there? You hadn't actually recorded anything.
Shit, I ended up when I first got out, I ended up going to the studio with my boy Don Ace.
Okay.
Saying he was like he a rapper like, you know what I'm saying? He had a little boy, like he was buzzing hard in Atlanta at the time, you feel me? So he ended up taking me to the studio. And then eventually got down, Playboi ended up pulling up to my studio. You know what I'm saying? He ended up exposing some of my music on his page and shit. Let me meet some more people, you know what I'm saying?
Who, at that time, who would you say that you were influenced by? Because you got a pretty crazy ass style. Like there's not a lot of people coming out of Atlanta right now that rap anything like the way that you're rapping.
Shit, I really did. I don't really, like, I really just do my own thing, you feel me? I don't be trying to sound like nobody, but they'll still compare me and say I sound like somebody, like this and that. But I don't be trying to sound like no nigga. I don't try to, you know what I'm saying? But I got some influences. I fuck with like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with a lot of like rappers that's going hard right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I listen to their music, like, but I ain't never worked with them. I listen to Roadway, Donna Vegas, NBA Youngboy.
Right.
Like tight shit, you know what I'm saying? Rapper from Atlanta, I listen to them too. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby, Future.
To me, when I listen to you, I hear a lot of the energy or a certain style that I remember from the old Thug.
Yeah, for sure.
Thug's old shit, because Thug cleaned up his style a shitload over the years, and he sounds a lot more like, he flows a little bit more like normal and shit. Whereas with you, I feel like you have a lot of that old Thug energy where you're picking a different flow. Every fucking verse is switching between a whole bunch of different shit. You're always fucking with different styles, and it's actually really exciting to listen to. That's why I'm a fan.
Yeah, like, I grew up on that old Thug. Like, at school, middle school, like, listen to this shit.
On God. On
Definitely.
God.
All
bro.
this shit.
I remember when I was in middle school, bro. That when he dropped the I was in 5th grade when he dropped Stoner. When Stoner was hard, like was popping. I remember when I'm a stoner. I remember I used to be in the goddamn the radio, like the radio used to be on and shit. You feel me? My mom and my brother just driving or something, the passenger. Just young as fuck, bro. I remember I used to drive from the East Point exit to it's like leaving East Point, going towards the city, but you don't take that left to go towards the city. You take that right to go towards Hayville. You could go towards Hayville, towards Cleveland. Like, I remember that. I'm like, damn, I just vividly remember just running through there listening to Stoner. And then when I was in, he dropped Check, Halftime, Barter 6. When I was in 6th grade, man, I remember the year after that, he dropped My Name is Jeffrey, the Jeffrey album, the one we were in the dress. 7th grade, I'm 20 inside to see it. I pull up on you and I pop at your kid. He did. Bro, I remember listening to that shit, bro. I was smoking in the school. I went to Party West Middle School. You know what that's at. You from Atlanta, you know what it's at. But, well, Southside. Anyway, like, I remember we used to be in the outside the school smoking with the teachers, like on the track, outside recess. Like, I remember it's like we used to skip school, skip classes and shit. Like, fuck the class, we outside smoking. Boom, motherfucker play that Lucci, that documentary Lucci. What that Wish Me Well 3. Good times.
I feel like he's definitely one of the most
Good
influential
times.
rappers of the last 10 years.
Yeah, he more definitely out there let you know you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Looking at him.
So you start linking with Playboi, all that shit. You're in the studio in Atlanta and stuff. When do you start to get to the point where you are putting music out, or who's actually taking notice as this is being worked on?
Shit, my hood first, like, my hood really noticed me first, like, I wanted to just start shooting videos outside and shit, like, they'll come listen to the song, like, they didn't even know the song, but by the time, the end of the video shoot, my whole hood will know the song, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah, know that bit. So, they just, like, influenced me to keep going, like, but when you're in that video shooter, when I come outside, they're like, but when you gonna shoot this? Like, when you gonna shoot this? So I'm like, shit, call the cameraman, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck if I had a haircut, didn't give a fuck what I had on. Then
Right.
we were just going with this shit.
Definitely.
It was just organic, like just natural.
Where'd the Ola Runt name come from?
Really, like before I got out, a couple of my bro really named me that.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys.
All I rent, like, yeah, a couple of my bro really named
Is it
me that.
related to Ola Playa, who used to be on a lot of older Thug tracks and shit like that? I was wondering if you guys were from similar neighborhood or something.
Nah, hell, I ain't got nothing to do with him.
Okay. So you don't know what's the name mean though that they gave it to you?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just made it. I made an acronym out of it for everybody though. Like, only little ammunition, and then runts. Like, I'm out here right now with the runts, with the real runts people. Like, but screwing my hood with the runts.
Okay, at first, what, just because you were the younger dudes in the neighborhood?
Yeah, sure.
Got it. Okay, so what was the first like official video you did and shit? The first time that you really felt the shit was taking off?
When I shot a video called Came Too Far.
Okay.
But it ain't really go up like that. Like, all my day one fan know this song. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of like people now, like, they just know my popular songs. But like Came Too Far, they really gave me like the motivation to just really like go crazy, like go like, bro, everybody fucking with this shit, man.
Uh-huh.
Got a little kid knowing this shit, like got old folk knowing this shit. This shit going crazy.
Definitely. So was the Feeling Like Guwop song, was that one of the songs? Because I feel like that was when I first heard you. I feel like that song kind of took it to a different level.
Yeah, like that's the one that took me to another level though. Like when I linked up with the cameraman named with Diesel.
Okay.
Yeah, like Diesel, like everybody was shooting a video with Diesel at the time. Like a lot of Piper artists was shooting with him. So when he shot me, when he shot my first video, that shit just went up. It went out there like the whole city, my whole city, like they love that song. You know what I'm saying? Like little babies love that song. Like people call me like, boy, you got the world with this song. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. So that's when you first had people like Baby and shit reaching out to you and actually letting you know that they fuck with the music. That must have given you a different level of confidence.
Nah,
Huh?
like Baby actually reached out to me before I dropped Feel Like Go Up on. I dropped Brazy Story and I had remake King Von.
Okay.
Crazy Story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That one that when everybody really woke up. Like everybody really woke up on me like hold on, like he gotta be heard. You feel me? Like, but he ain't going for just y'all not hearing him, you hear me? Like, so he started shouting me out like, yeah.
I mean, everybody likes to hear somebody who's just doing something different and somebody who's coming with an exciting style.
Like they'll shout me out, but they won't follow my page. You feel me? Like, they'll shout me out and shit.
That's the weird thing, being from Atlanta, coming up, it's kind of like, you have a bunch of people who fuck with your music, who want to support it, but then at the same time, they know that you're going to end up clicking up with somebody or some rapper or something, and they don't want to necessarily co-sign you unless they're involved with you on a business level, right? Because I know that you have all these people showing love, but then ultimately those people want to sign you.
Yeah.
They want you to make a bunch of money, but they want to make some of the money too.
For sure. That's exactly what it be like. They don't just be out there like, you know what I'm saying? They daily be trying to sign you. They daily be intentions on that shit. You feel me? Like, and everybody don't be having no real, pure intention. They just it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because it's like I built everything I got going on with the podcast, whatever. It's all because I just gave people a little attention, gave somebody a boost in their career, and I never tried to get in there and sign them or like get involved like that. And I definitely would never try to hold it up like, oh, I could give you an interview, I could help promote you, I could put you on, get you more followers, attention, whatever, but you got to sign to me. I mean, that, I don't know, that's kind of crazy. I feel like you got to just show love for the sake of showing love.
All right. I guess we got shit for anybody who just tuned in. I see you got 3 viewers watching. So I think we're pretty much done with the with this topic, with the All I Rant and my boy Carti topic. I want to show you guys something. Crazy. Bruh, so basically the Cartel, so if you guys know who Virgil is, Virgil, the fucking, long live Virgil, the fashion designer, the black American fashion designer and entrepreneur. I think he was one of Kanye's people before he got, I think Kanye put him on, I don't know. I don't really know his story like that for real. Virgil created something called Off-White. I'm sure a lot of y'all know what Off-White is. And the reason I'm bringing this up, Off-White, because the cartels, if you know about the cartels in Mexico and shit, then you know. Motherfuckers in Mexico, the cartels in Mexico are literally spinning with fucking Off-White on. Like, look at this shit. I'm about to show you guys right now. I got this shit saved, bro. I literally got this shit saved. Oh, no, that's that. Ah, where the fuck is it? It has to be right here. Right here. No, this is my gameplay. This one, look. Look at this. Bro got on Off-White. He about to go shoot some shit up. Okay, I kind of speak a little bit of Spanish, so I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna let this play first. Look at that. What the fuck? He's shooting up whole building Off-White. Oh. Damn, they line that bitch up. Now, look at that, and Off-White. They got the cartel. Virgil got the cartel spinning in Off-White. Now, I want to show you guys something because I've seen that video and I've seen the backstory on that. They shot up a police building. Like, well, you ever seen my recent video? I did a video on it. On Cartel. They shot up a fucking police building, bruh. Like, and after this, bruh, they literally spun on the fucking enemies, bruh, on the people that did it. Where's it at? Where's it at? Was it a police building? I don't know. Well, look, because I literally made a whole video kind of on it. If you haven't seen the video, you should watch it. But right around here, this is what happened after the cartels did that shit. The people that was in the fucking Off-White and shit, I guess they were driving around or something. They were doing something, but this is the National Guard. The National Guard caught up to them and spun their ass back. Look at this. They're gonna see the pass. They're gonna look. They're all shooting at it. They're all lighting his ass up. Look at that. Lighting his ass up.
With armed men moving through territory where control is constantly shifting. The people getting spun are believed to be linked to the Gulf Cartel's Metros faction.
Now this
a group of
19 killing a. Oh no, that's after that happened.
Action, just months earlier in Villa Union.
Villa Union, that's what it's called. Let me see if I could. Let me see if I could get a little backstory, so I could show you guys. Man, what the fuck? They're not showing. Police battle.
A group of cartel spinners launched a daylight assault on the town's.
What was a government building? I might have been wrong about being the police station. It just says police on it. What the fuck? What am I missing?
Police headquarters, Swiss cheesing government buildings, stealing vehicles, and capturing civilians during their escape.
Let me see. Let me look that up. 19 killed in gun battle in Mexico. 19 killed gun battle. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of context here. Cause these people were literally shooting up a government building. I swear it was a police station. I swear it was a police station, cause it's a policia in the front. No. Right here, this is it. This is it. Oh look, found it. I fucking found it. This is how they left the police building right after they dipped. And Off-White, bruh. Virgil got spinners in off-white Swiss cheese and government buildings, bro. Like, look at this shit. Like, what the fuck? Look at this shit. These motherfuckers are literally lighting this shit up. You can't really see it. It doesn't really have the words on it. Yeah, it doesn't really have the words on it, but shit, like, oh wait, it's a video.
People were killed in a gun battle near the Texas-Mexico border. Yesterday, Mexican security forces were in an hour-long gun battle with suspected...
Oh, that's it. That's the side of it. I guess that was just the one side they were shooting. Damn, that wasn't even the front part they were lining that bitch up at.
Security forces were in an hour-long gun battle with suspected cartel gunmen in the town of Villa Union, which is about an hour southwest of Eagle Pass. Now, images show trucks in the City Hall building riddled with bullet holes. Officials say the confrontation happened after the armed group stormed the town and attacked government offices. Officials say attacked government offices.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, that was that. So my boy Virgil... Let's hear about the story of Virgil. Story of that same story right here. Damn, 30 minutes. It's not one. Virgil, the fashion fraud. Man, what the fuck? Fashion fraud. Why does this look like this? I want to see a real good, authentic video. If I took his dream job, I guess we could go with the first one. It's 30 minutes though.
If it plugs into your wall and feeds off your electrons, then it owes you something in return. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Welcome to the stream. Whoever just joined the stream right now, we are just looking at the backstory of Virgil. If you know Virgil, the creator of Off-White, because Virgil got motherfuckers in Mexico, the cartel in Mexico, spinning shit in Off-White, bro. So right now we're gonna learn about the backstory of Virgil and just realize and just appreciate how far he's come. R.I.P. Virgil though. I'm not throwing shade. I'm dead ass.
Take all of those ideas and then architect them.
Virgil was the heart of this shit, like, you know what I mean? It was like the heart of the whole fashion world. And not just that, it's like just the cool creativity in the man's head. Like, it's just a difference, like.
He left his imprint. I mean, it's a giant.
You know, the whole idea is to tell stories, to open up doors for others, you know, to hopefully change the landscape of art. That's what motivates me.
The GQ 2017 International Designer of the Year is Virgil Abloh.
Virgil Abloh was one of the most famous designers who ever lived. He created multiple waves of iconic fashion. He became not just an influential designer, but literally one of the most famous fashion designers ever, while also leaving a huge mark in the world of art and music, creating some of the most iconic album covers of the last 15 years and performing as a DJ at music festivals around the world. He was the definition of a Renaissance man, a massively successful artist, and he did it all as he broke down barriers, becoming the first ever black man to work as the artistic director at Louis Vuitton. But how did he get there? What made Virgil so special that everything he worked on became iconic? What were the secrets of his success, and how did he become such a massively influential artist? This is the story of Virgil Abloh. But before I start telling the story, I wanted to let you guys know that the production of this video is only made possible by my brand new jewelry drop.
Yeah, fuck your jewelry.
And the spirit of creativity is a pendant that exists. Born in 1980 in Rockford, Illinois, a small city in Illinois that's not really known for much besides industrial jobs and Midwest culture. But his parents met in Accra, Ghana in the 1970s, and they took their future seriously from a young age, with Virgil later talking about how moving to America was always their dream. When they finally settled in Rockford in the late 70s, Virgil's dad worked in a paint factory and his mom was a seamstress, which led to Virgil learning how to use a sewing machine at home as a child. When Virgil described his childhood in Rockford, he called it suburban and awesome. And while his parents did their best to set him up with a promising future in their new country, I think it's safe to say that they never quite imagined him becoming a world-famous visual artist and product and fashion designer. Like a lot of immigrants, they had practical goals, and they wanted Virgil to be an engineer and find financial success, and Virgil himself was ready to do so. In his own words, coming from an immigrant family, he didn't grow up with a first-world understanding of art and fashion. He said, "My parents weren't versed in art. I thought art was just a trophy and a symbol of wealth. Virgil was always a pretty dedicated student. He ended up going to college for civil engineering and he graduated with an undergraduate degree, and he even got a master's degree in architecture in 2006. His master's thesis included a design for a Chicago skyscraper that curved towards Lake Michigan. But according to Virgil, there was one specific moment that first gave him an interest in fashion. On Virgil's campus at the Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago.
So Virgil was an architect before he was a fashion designer. That's
a brand new campus building that combined a student center with a giant steel tube to muffle the noise of the train that ran above the building ended up inspiring Virgil to learn more about fashion and design while he was studying architecture at the same time. So even though Virgil did follow the path his parents laid out for him and he was ready to become an engineer, he ended up chasing many different things while he was in college. As he was working on his degrees, he was also DJing at house parties and small shows under the name Flat White, and he was also designing t-shirts when he could at local Chicago screen printing shops. He also helped make clothes with a Chicago music producer called J Boogie and a brand called Custom Kings. And the story goes that that's how Virgil met the artist who would later become his mentor and close friend, helping him change the course of his life and bring his creative vision to the world. An artist who Virgil worked so closely with that it would be impossible to not mention, Kanye West. After meeting Kanye in 2002, before he had even released College Dropout, all the way back when Virgil was still in engineering school and Kanye was still a record producer, Kanye's managers coordinated for Virgil to begin assisting with Kanye's branding. And they started a journey that would end with Virgil eventually defining a large portion of Kanye's visual footprint for a long stretch of his career. A lot of people think that Virgil first started working with Kanye at the Fendi internship in 2009, or maybe even for the 808s and Heartbreak album art back in 2008. But before all of those iconic visuals, Virgil had a big part in paving the way for Kanye's fashion career as far back as 2004. Because a lot of the time, the story of Kanye's fashion career is told like it was an immediate, out of the blue, insane success. But earlier, years before, he had a number of false starts in fashion. He went down a lot of strange forks in the road. But Virgil was there for all of it. He was gaining valuable experiences while also developing the skills and vision that later made him an icon all on his own. So let's get into what exactly Virgil was doing with Kanye back in 2004. When Kanye was first getting started as a rapper, he went up against a lot of criticism for not just his music, which a lot of industry people didn't like because Kanye didn't really embody the popular gangster image of the time, but also his clothes. But by the time he finally started blowing up in the mid-2000s, his trademark pink polo shirts, the striped sweaters, the backpacks, they became a piece of his brand. They helped him stand out from the crowd. Naturally, he and his team saw an opportunity they could capitalize on, and the brand mascot was born. And Virgil...
Damn. I didn't know this shit was covering it.
Feeds off your
Damn, so yeah, like I said, I was right. Well, I guess Kanye didn't really put them on, but they grew. They grew together. I guess you could say that. That's what it sounded like.
Intern-like position. He was designing mock-ups, using Photoshop, working on colorways and logos, but the main idea was to capitalize on Kanye's unique look and persona by mass-producing peppy clothes like polo shirts, sweaters, jackets, all of those featuring the Kanye Bear logo where the Lacoste or Ralph Lauren logo would normally be. And they were going to sell them to the masses, but the brand never launched. Kanye wore the few samples they did make in public just a few times. He wore one in the music video for the new workout plan. He wore a piece in a Boost mobile commercial he did back then. But much later on, Kanye was he wore a did make in public just a few times. He wore one in the music video for the new workout plan, quoted as saying, "I could have put the bear on tracksuits and made millions, but I'm really dedicated to fashion." Around the same time, Virgil also helped make mock-ups for a potential shoe design that Kanye was interested in. They did over 50 colorways for one design, although obviously that shoe also never materialized. These days, Kanye's first brand is all but forgotten outside of strange, shadowy, obscure pages on the internet, and I could barely find any sources as to what these clothes actually looked like, let alone why they didn't end up going into production and why the brand was canceled entirely before it began. But it does seem fair that most likely Kanye just didn't want to cheaply capitalize off logos from his music, but rather he wanted to make a real impact in the fashion industry when he was ready. So before long, Kanye moved away from the preppy fashion style and mascot was forgotten. But just a few years later, Kanye and Virgil were back together working on another brand again. This time it was called Pastel, and it was supposed to be an elevated version of artist merch that would sit somewhere between streetwear and high fashion. And to this day, there are many drafts and illustrations of what exactly Virgil and Kanye worked on together for Pastel around 2007, floating somewhere around the internet. And Virgil even included many designs and mock-ups in his book Figures of Speech.
Well, that's the story of Virgil. Guess he kind of got a little understanding of what his growing up was like. So Virgil basically was he grew up in a great household, and his brother installed good morals in him. He went to college. He was an architect, about to make a building for Chicago. That's crazy. But him being a DJ made him meet Kanye West. And he just, damn, that's crazy. I don't know, but shit.
On February 22nd.
Learn a little bit about El Mencho, the cartel leader, just got killed. They got Mexico in a fucking all-out war going on right now. But it was more powerful. They're saying that El Mencho was more powerful than the Chapo. And we know the Chapo's fucking, I don't know how powerful he was, but he started a lot of shit.
2026, the Mexican military killed one man in a firefight in the mountains of Jalisco. He was wounded during the raid in the small town of Tapalpa and loaded onto a military helicopter bound for Mexico City. He died before the aircraft landed. Within 6 hours, his organization responded with a level of coordinated violence that this country has not seen in a generation. Over 250 roadblocks were set ablaze across 20 Mexican states. Buses and trucks were hijacked and torched across highways from Guadalajara to Tamaulipas. 25 members of the National Guard were killed in 6 separate ambushes before the sun set. The governor of Jalisco declared a code red. Guadalajara, the second largest city in Mexico, and a host city.
Once they killed Mexico, they killed 20. They fucking just ambushed 25 National Guard troops, Mexican National Guard troops, not American, because it was American National Guard troops. That'll be a whole different story. And just damn.
For the 2026 World Cup became a ghost town. Airlines canceled every flight to Puerto Vallarta. The United States Embassy issued shelter-in-place orders across 5 states. Schools were canceled the next morning. One man died, and an entire country locked its doors. And most people watching this right now have never heard his name. His name was Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes. They called him El Mencho. He ran the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, which the DEA considers as powerful as the Sinaloa Cartel. His organization operated in at least 21 Mexican states and all 50 states of the United States. The United States had a $15 million bounty on his head. He commanded an army with armored vehicles, rocket launchers, and weaponized drones. His cartel generated billions annually, and for 15 years, almost nobody could find him. No photographs that weren't decades old, no interviews, no legend. He was a ghost who ran an empire. And this is the story of the most powerful drug lord you've never heard of. Nemesio Ruben Oseguera Cervantes was born on July 17, 1960. Follow him into organized crime. He dropped out of school in the 5th grade to work the land. By 14, he was no longer picking avocados. He was standing guard over marijuana plantations in the mountains, watching for police and rival growers. That was the first job that paid. His other nickname was El Señor de los Gallos, the Lord of the Roosters, because even as a boy, he loved gallos. The Lord.
It said El Señor de los Gallos. That doesn't mean Lord. That means the guy, I think. El Señor. Señor means like guy, I think. Like guy or that guy, the rooster. El Señor de los Gallos. That rooster guy. That's probably the name. Like that rooster guy.
Lord of the Roosters.
Probably used to call him.
Because even as a boy, he
Not
loved
Lord.
cockfighting. In the 1980s.
Hey, yo. It said Mencho used to like cockfighting.
As a boy, he loved cockfighting. In the 1980s, Mencho crossed the border illegally into the United States and settled.
Bro, what the fuck? Why do you have to say it like that?
In the San Francisco Bay Area. He used fake names: Ruben Avila, Jose Lopez Prieto, Miguel Valadez, Carlos Hernandez Mendoza. In 1986, at 19, San Francisco police arrested him for carrying a loaded weapon and stolen property. He was released. In 1989, he was arrested again for selling narcotics. Deported, he came back.
Damn.
He and his brother-in-law, Abigail Gonzalez Valencia, known as El Queenie, got involved in methamphetamine production in California's Central Valley.
Queenie.
That partnership would eventually become the financial backbone of the most powerful cartel in Mexico. In September of 1992, federal agents in San Francisco set up a sting operation at a bar called the Imperial. El Mencho and his brother Abraham walked in to sell 5 ounces of heroin for $9,500. Abraham handled the transaction. El Mencho watched the room, and he noticed something the undercover agents did not expect him to catch. The buyers were stacking their bills too neatly, perfectly aligned, crisp. Real street money comes wrinkled, folded, loose. El Mencho leaned over and warned his brother.
Man, what's up with this sus shit on this video?
Those men are police. Do not do business with them again. But 3 weeks later, both brothers were arrested. El Mencho was convicted of conspiracy to distribute heroin in the United States District Court for the Northern District of California. He was 26 years old. He served nearly 3 years in a federal prison. He was deported to Mexico. And then he did something no other major drug lord in Mexican history has done. He went home to Jalisco and joined the police force. He became a state police officer in the small coastal town of Tomatlan, south of Puerto Vallarta. Nobody knows exactly how long he served or what he did in uniform. What is known is that at some point he quit law enforcement and crossed to the other side permanently. He joined the Milenio Cartel.
So it's saying that Mencho had joined the police force so he could learn about the police and the operations and shit, so he could have an idea of how they work, and so he could like kind of, you know, work around them. And yeah, which is pretty fucking smart.
One of the entrenched criminal organizations in western Mexico, and became a member of its assassination squad, a team of killers who protected the drug lord Armando Valencia Cornelio. The avocado farmer's son from Michoacan was now a professional hitman, and he was paying attention to everything around him because the entire cartel structure above him was about to collapse. And from the wreckage, he would build something nobody saw coming. In 2003, El Mencho's boss at the Milenio Cartel was arrested. Almost simultaneously, Los Zetas launched an armed offensive against the Milenio Cartel in Michoacan, forcing the Valencia family to relocate to Jalisco. El Mencho followed, settling in Guadalajara and forming a critical alliance with Ignacio Coronel Villarreal, known as Nacho Coronel, a high-ranking partner of El Chapo's Sinaloa cartel. Under Coronel's umbrella, El Mencho managed drug operations and financial networks across Jalisco and Colima. He was no longer a foot soldier, he was a strategist, and he was watching what happened to leaders who made themselves visible. Then, in less than 12 months, 2 events shattered the entire power structure of Western Mexico. In 2009, Oscar Orlando Nava Valencia, one of the top Milenio leaders, was captured. In July of 2010, Nacho Coronel was killed in a military operation.
Damn.
The two pillars holding up the Western Mexico drug trade were gone. A massive power vacuum opened, and El Mencho stepped into it. The Milenio Cartel fractured into two warring factions. One side was called La Resistencia. The other was led by El Mencho and called itself Los Mata Zetas, the Zeta Killers. Los Zetas were the most feared organization in the country. By positioning his group as the force that would destroy them, El Mencho gave his faction a purpose beyond drug trafficking. He released propaganda videos denouncing rival cartels for extorting civilians. He promised to clean the streets. It was a public relations campaign backed by automatic weapons, and it worked. Los Mata Zetas won the turf war in Jalisco. They eliminated La Resistencia. They drove Los Zetas out of the state, and then they renamed themselves the Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación, the New Generation. The name itself was a declaration. The old cartels were finished. This was something different, something built for the future. In September of 2011, the group announced itself to the world in the most visceral way possible, dumping 35 bodies in a busy area of the port city of Veracruz, and claiming the victims were Zetas operatives. 1 month later, the bodies of approximately 30 more victims appeared in the same region. The message was impossible to misunderstand. CJNG would not negotiate with rivals. It would erase them. El Mencho was 45 years old. He had gone from picking avocados to guarding marijuana, to selling heroin in San Francisco, to serving federal time, to becoming a police officer, to becoming an assassin, to running one of the fastest growing criminal organizations in the Western Hemisphere. And the DEA was barely paying attention. A former DEA field agent would later admit publicly that the agency had been focused almost entirely on El Chapo and the Sinaloa cartel during the critical years of CJNG's rise. All the cables out of headquarters, all the intelligence reports were focused on Chapo. The bosses in D.C. were like, "We've never heard of them." They didn't think they were important. Another agent who worked the case described hitting a dead end.
All right, fuck that.
Is your TikTok stream too quiet?
Have to make me really want to see this video
Tipfinity.
Oh, so the cartel will put names on people's names on their bullets and give it to the skeleton lady. Oh my god, that's so scary, bro. I would not want to be on them bullets. This story, it's gonna be a quick story, but I remember it's a story my uncle told me. My uncle is from Mexico, but I remember like he told me that it's one day he was smoking at his partner crib in Mexico and shit. Like they were just gassing up, just smoking and shit. And his friend was in the cartel and shit. And you know, all of his partners and shit was in the cartel, so he knew a lot of people in it. My uncle was in the cartel, just that chill guy and shit. And this is before he immigrated over here, like before he crossed the fucking border and shit. I don't know how he got here, to be honest, but I remember he told him to come to the bat. Like they want to go to the bat for some fucking reason and shit. And they're playing soccer, and the soccer ball wasn't a soccer ball. He said the soccer ball was somebody's head. Yeah, they were kicking around somebody's head. And he said when he seen that shit, he almost threw up, bro. I was like, that's the fucking mean policy violation.